Good evening. It's time for the news. I'm your host for the night, Catboy Kanhua. In the news. All right. A recent attempt in Las Vegas at the world's largest orgy fell short of its goal as not enough people came. Also, attendance was low. Despite the fact that 1,000 people registered for the orgy, only 375 showed up, falling short of Japan's official record of 500. That will teach America you cannot beat Japan at weird sex stuff. The whole thing was ruined at the last minute because the organizers of the event had to make 2 venue changes from the Embassy Suites Hotel when news of the orgy upset the operator at Hilton Hotels. The Sex Fest had to scramble for a new venue after Stephen Colbert pointed out during his evening comedy sketch exactly where the event was going to take place. This makes for the second orgy that Stephen Colbert has unintentionally ruined during his professional career. However, to make up for it, he suggested that the event organizers could reschedule their event at Mar-a-Lago. As it hears the management there is into some pretty freaky stuff.
Yeah, no, fuck you.
A recent report in Maclean's magazine said Canadians are confident after the G7 summit to take a harder line of negotiation with Donald Trump. Most of Canadians were asking, what was the point of caving into the unreasonable demands of someone who likely isn't going to be around a year from now anyway? In a new book, Oxford research psychologist Kevin Dutton argues that psychopaths are poised to perform well under pressure, saying that psychopaths don't procrastinate. Psychopaths tend to focus on the positive. They don't take things personally. They don't beat themselves up if things go wrong, even when they're to blame. And they assert and they are assertive and cool under pressure. These can be good characteristics in both the business area and in everyday life. Despite that fact, Dr. Kevin Dutton does not recommend putting psychopath as a quality on your job resume. Unless, of course, you're applying for work at Wall Street or the Donald Trump administration. North African real estate company with ties to Donald Trump was in New York trying to sell shares of Egyptian property. They were recently arrested as it was exposed to be a pyramid scheme. Upon hearing Donald Trump cannot keep himself from tearing up papers in the White House, several anonymous White House staffers have taken to leaving matchboxes in random locations all over the White House in hopes that Trump can't stop himself from playing with them and one day will burn the whole thing down so they can finally escape. I think we just uncovered Melania Trump's endgame. News about the Mueller investigation hit a major turn last week as news got out that Michael Cohen is going to cooperate with the investigation. One of Mueller's assistants said, to explain this in language Trump can understand, Cohen is going to flip like a patty in a Burger King fryer. Word is getting around that Mueller's coming close to wrapping up his obstruction of justice investigation as Mueller's office last Friday ordered 150 blank subpoenas. 150. One White House assistant said, it's going to hit the fan pretty soon, or sooner, if that fan happens to be located in Donald Trump's pants. And now for something I haven't done in a while. This is your evening rant. The policy of separating children at the U.S.-Mexico border is causing an awful lot of controversy, especially after Donald Trump made several statements blaming the policy on the Democrats because they never gave in to his demands to fund a border wall. By this logic, if you kidnap someone and wind up cutting off an ear or a finger, it's entirely the fault of the person you're trying to extort money from for not caving into your demands, despite the fact they would be dead broke. By this logic, I'm about to threaten Jamie Carver to start booking musicians here every week, or I'm going to go out and rob a liquor store that doesn't have wheelchair access. But I won't go to jail for it because it's all going to be Jamie's fault for not giving in to my demands. That's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy Kanhua.